Okay, welcome back to the channel. It's my Q50, 2019 Q50 series of little videos I'm doing. Big news. I'm going to get the car tuned. Today's Thursday, it's going to be Friday, and I'm getting it tuned on Saturday. So I'm doing some preparation to get the car ready because it's going to be run on the dyno, I'm assuming pretty hard, and I'm going to do it a couple of different times because I'm going to run some AMS. I purchased the Red Alpha cold air intake to kind of see what that does. I just thought that would be very interesting, and people would like to see that to verify if it makes 15 to 17 horsepower with a tune, and what all that entails, and what it turns out to be, if it's the 15 or 17. But I got that ready. I just received that in the mail today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my catch can. I've got about 1,600 and a few miles on this catch can from when I last changed it at, let me see, 1,400 and maybe 30 miles. So I've got 1,600 miles worth of oil in here, and I've been running the car a lot harder, getting on it, stomping on it a lot more. Obviously, because it's not in its break-in period, what I'm considering now, which is probably the first 1,000 miles. So I've been running a little bit harder. So let me get in here to taking these off. I'm not gonna make you watch this, but yeah, just remove the 3 bolts right here, pull this off, and I'm gonna look at the contents. So I'm just gonna skip right to the contents of the container. Okay. All right, this is just a quick update to get people, to put a video out in preparation of some of the things coming up. So it's not going to be a long video, but I put everything back and situated it back up. It was really oily, and I got some oil in a couple of different places. It was pretty much dripping off the internal parts and touching it. And so here's what I got out of it. I'm going to see if you can see the contents, and of course there was some left back in the it's hard to get everything out, so I took a rag and got a lot of that out, but this would be quite a bit more. So yeah, only 1,600 miles worth of oil. Smells gas, water. Yeah, drink that. No, just kidding. So again, I've had a turbo car with about 14,000 miles on it, and I didn't install a catch can because I didn't know. And I got on the forums of the Focus ST forums, and people were talking about catch cans, and I ended up modifying my some of my turbo tubes and some of my intake and some things, and so I had the car all apart, and it was pretty easy to get to take the plenum off the intake. And actually just take a flashlight and look down into the valves, and I was horrified. I was literally disgusted. I mean, not because it was sick, but because that was on my valves and potentially hurting my performance, because I buy cars for their performance, and I enjoy that, and tuning and tweaking and playing with them. So to have that happen to a new car, I mean, it was a new car, and have that happen was just heartbreaking. So getting a catch can is a really big deal. And again, I took this is the, let me see, the dirty hose coming in, the dirty air coming in, it catches in the catch can, the oil and the contents, and this is the clean air coming out. So exiting and going after the throttle body into the intake. So it's not, you're not getting oil on your throttle body, or it's not getting into the turbo intercoolers. But again, the nozzle of this unit comes out to about right here. I don't know if you can see that because the camera's a little further away. So just sticking a rag, taking this off and sticking a rag in there and just rubbing it and coming out and going, oh, it didn't have any oil and it's working, is kind of a farce. So this time I got a little smarter, and I stuck a Q-tip in there, so my Q-tip on the end of that gets down to about right here, and I just did two. I it came out really clean, but I put some oil on here. This is probably the one that came out, this side right here. So there was a little soot again. You know, I don't know if that's getting in there and it's getting burnt, you know, and then there's just some soot that's passing by, but really that's all that is. And so I put some oil from the catch can onto this side to show the difference, and see when I rub that on my finger gets shiny. So there was that's the difference between having no oil going through that through the clean portion, which I'm very satisfied, and the portion that I put some oil on to see the difference. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but yeah, this was not done. This was actually dipped in the catch can and got some oil on it. So big difference. So I would say it's working 99%. Maybe not catching some of the soot, but there's definitely no liquid oil or liquid material going in and contaminating the octane, and again getting on the back of the valves and the valve stem and the intake chamber. On my other car, it was a mess. It was horrible. So I'm really happy with this. Plus this bracket is really, really amazing. I mean, I could stand on that bracket and that bracket is not going anywhere. And again, it's mounted to the engine, so it moves with the engine. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so again, oil catch can, very beneficial, 1,600 miles. Next thing I'm going to do in preparation to get ready for the tune is change the oil. I've got 3,050 miles on the car, and I'm not going to follow Infinity's recommendation of letting the computer decide, you know, between 8,000 or 9,000 miles. I'm going to be playing with the car more, and I take really good care of my cars, and I don't want to follow that 9,000 rule. So it's going to probably be within the 5,000 to 6,000 miles that I change the oil. So for 3,000 miles with after break-ins, people have told me that these cars are pre-broken in from the factory, and there's going to be no metal flakes or anything dangerous in the oil. But just to play it safe, because like I said, I love my cars, I take care of them. I'm not going to modify this car and do things to it, in a short time, and then knowing that I'm probably going to sell it in 2 years. I just don't hang on to cars very long, but I may hang on to this one. But with that being said, passing your problems on to someone else. I mean, I take really good care of my cars, and I pride myself on that. So I'm going to change the oil at 3,000 miles and in preparation for the tune, and running it a lot harder on the dyno. So I'll do that, but I'm not going to video that. There's plenty of videos on changing the oil, but going to do that. And then next thing I'm going to do is got my AMS intake in the mail. What I'm going to do, let me just redirect my video. Alright, Infinity box, red alpha or alpha, between the red and the alpha and the standard. I have a collection of knives. I always carry a different knife. This is my Boker knife, titanium. I have a bunch of different knives. It's something I enjoy outside of cars. Not buying as many recently, because I have about 7 or about 9 of them, and I've got maybe under $2,000 invested in these knives. So just kind of collector's edition. Have fun with them. But knives are cool. Enjoy knives. Okay. So plenty of unboxing videos. I think what the biggest benefit to one of these, it possibly could be claiming 15 to 17 horsepower, and I'm going to test that and find. Obviously, I'm going to tune the car first, run the car with the tune, see what it produces. It's going to be a safe tune. I'm not going to be cranking up the turbos to 18. Past 18 psi. The company that is doing this is going to keep this a legitimately safe tune. And so I think some of the big benefits, what I'm thinking is this intake is probably going to show those numbers not with just a tune, as AMS advertises. Get your dark tune and get these intakes and you'll see, you know, up to 17 horsepower. What I'm thinking is, just because of the flow, someone's going to need to have, you know, catless downpipes, you know, 3-inch downpipes with a 3-inch exhaust, and you know, Y pipe, X pipe, whatever, all this exhaust stuff that's going to make your car a lot louder, which I don't want. I want to enjoy my car for what it does really well right now. So, but they make it sound like, you know, just with a tune within their intake, you're going to see the 15 to 17 additional horsepower over the tune. So again, I'm going to test that. Yeah, so I went ahead and swung for the fences and bought this one. I got it for the Black Friday, so I didn't pay the $4.99. I paid $3.99, and I can't remember what store I bought it from right this minute. I'll quote it wrong, but I'll just add it to some text. But so I saved $100. This is the kit, and then I'm going to install that. I'm going to have them run the tune, dyno the car, get the numbers. First, run the car without the tune, see what it produces, and then do the dyno session and see what the car produces flat out, you know, what they're happy with, and see, you know, if it's 410, 420, 430 to the wheels, and then let the car cool down. I will install this in their shop if they allow me to do that. I got to work that out with them, and then re-dyno tune the car and not do anything extreme to try to up the tune to get the horsepower, you know, because then that's not coming in the way of the cold air intake. Also, too, I'm going to try to have them. It shouldn't be a problem, but dyno this car with the hood closed, and so the all the function of the, you know, infinity cold air intake that comes on the car functions like it's supposed to. You know, no one races with their hood open. So yeah. So with that, moving forward. Going to change the oil, get that ready, dump the oil catch can, and Saturday at 10 o'clock, and then hopefully I can have a video. Super busy this month with work, you know, to pay for this stuff, and then you know, get the videos made and put them up online. I'm sure everyone wants to see that. They still haven't seen someone test these with just a tune. You know, they go to the extreme and they've got you know, the full exhaust, you know, muffler delete, cat delete, you know, upper downpipe, lower downpipe, X pipe, race exhaust, E85, you know, E30, E20, you know, tunes and all kinds of things. So I think it's going to be very interesting to test and see if this is going to give me the horsepower that, you know, that AMS claims. So not that they're a bad company. Seems like they're a great company, but I'm going to test these for myself. So with that said, like or subscribe if you want to see future stuff, and give me some more subscribers. You know, I want to join the Q50 community online, and I subscribe to the other Q50 video people that are putting content out, and I just think it's fun and enjoy watching their videos. So check out my videos too, and we can pass on information to each other and enjoy this platform together. All right, thanks for watching. You can give me a thumbs up if you like it. Ask me some questions. I'm not prone to make mistakes, or hopefully I can do really good video and produce some good content by asking the right questions and getting it on video for this tuning in this dyno session. There's going to be 2 videos, one with just the tune and the other one with this intake. Hopefully I can make all this work out really, really well and make good content, and it'll help people in the future when they buy the new Nissan 370 or Nissan 400 when they come out of it, come out with that in the next couple of years. Okay, thanks for watching.